now, what's up wrestling SummerSlam? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the hottest party of the summer. It is SummerSlam. I'm Wally Weasel, sitting alongside JoJo and JoJo. It's going to be quite the night indeed, Weasel. And we start things off with a bit of a vendetta match produced from the Bikini Party Summer event. There's a whole event with bikinis and the summer, and I wasn't invited. Oh, JoJo, sorry about that. I'm sure you missed it. Damn straight I did. The hell is Terri Golde doing coming out here for this? Well, Terri Golde eliminated both Kitten and Sarah Twilight. Although with Sarah Twilight, she was counted out, and with Black Kitten, well, she had a rope break while in store. Unfortunately, it did not be counted. Now, the referee has apparently already been dealt with, as we saw earlier in our pre-show, taking a tremendous top rope splash from Babydoll, while both Kitten and Sarah Twilight held her down. So here's hoping that the referee will be able to recover from that. And Terri Golde now set to get her own, perhaps, punishment at the hands of the Council Herald Alliance. That's a bit much to say that that these people competed in bikinis. You see that Babydoll is, of course, being joined up by her manager, Shadow, alongside the assistants of both Kitty and Emily, and Sarah Twilight, respectively. We know that Babydoll is the new in-ring enforcer for the contingency. I suppose we should just keep calling it Herald Council Contingency. Just sounds like a mouthful. That damn straight does. More of a mouthful than that luscious ass right there. Well, you hit on the women, I will call the match. So that Babydoll is the in-ring enforcer of the contingency, already having dealt with Etsuko and being sent to try and deal with Ida Etsuko as well. Fortunately, Ida was able to come out victorious. Let's see if Terri Golde can manage the same. Try to come in there quick, and Babydoll utilizing her strength, and a headbutt taking Terri back down, and just a kick to the chest. Terri Golde, of course, the winner of the Bikini Party Summer Tournament, defeating Erin Reed in the finals. And now Babydoll up on the top rope. We saw this during the pre-show, and this could be a sign of things, and no! Terri Golde not going the way of the dinosaur, taking that comet. And Terri down on the mat. So you're saying that Terri Golde won the Bikini Party Summer event? Well, she did. Well, she should be representing, damn it. All three ringside assistants, I suppose you could call them, for Babydoll rushing over, but I suppose just to keep an eye on Terri Golde as she is beaten, perhaps within an inch of her life, at the hands of Babydoll. Terri showing no fear around Sarah Twilight. She's already dealt with her before. And Terri catching the foot, holding on to it for a fair bit. And trying to come in from behind, but being shoved away. And down with a tremendous German suplex. The drop kick just falters Babydoll in her steps. Full power slam, and Babydoll dusting it off. And just a 2 count. Another tie up and straightened over the shoulders. Reverse Death Valley driver as Terri rolls to the outside. Babydoll following her up. Is Babydoll a part of that tournament? No, Babydoll was not in that tournament. For whatever reason, the Kitty and Stephanie don't seem to want to give her any sort of prize or what have you. It's the same sort of situation that we saw when Queen Amazonia was working as the council's enforcer. They did not want anything to distract her. They wanted her ready whenever they needed her. I'm supposing that's the same thing in mind for Babydoll. So never know. Maybe. And just a 2 count. As I said, it may just be time until Babydoll realizes that the council and harem are not what's best for her. And of course, it could just be Shadow's motivation, keeping her within the council. And Terri rushing through, forearm to the face, and another one. Ducking underneath. A nice kick to the side of the head. Babydoll in the corner. And Terri comes running into a fist. A slugfest. Terri doing what she can to take Babydoll down. Utilizing some nice momentum. And step there from behind. Can we just focus on the 3? There we go. I'm sure that at some point we will see a rematch of sorts between Terri Golde and either Sarah or Black Kitten. This could just be the setting of weakening Terri up. And now Babydoll showing her amazing athleticism, rebounding off the top rope, and here's a cover. And not enough. Terri getting that shoulder up. Kicks to the rib. Out of the crowd, no to count. They'll just count anything. Why do they count that? Well, I don't know. The crowd just knows when the stuff is going to happen. That was 3 shots right there. Crowd count. Terri ducking underneath that clothesline. Takes it to the head, though. And Babydoll again going up top. Will this be the KO shot? No! Managing to get out of the way, and again, up and over. Now Terri going to go up top. Babydoll to her feet, and Terri makes a dive. Babydoll taken down. Now here's the cover. And a nice kick out from Babydoll. Really could have grabbed hold of the rope, saved some strength, but never know if that would have been counted. And Terri into the ropes. And, tries for a nice moonsault, but Babydoll with those knees up. And a clothesline straight down to the side of the head, but Terri remains on her feet. And Terri utilizing the momentum. Takes Babydoll down. Pile driver. Cover. And not enough. Would have been surprising of a victory. Unfortunately, it was not Terri Golde's time. I think if Terri loses, she should have to compete in a bikini for the rest of her career. What kind of stipulation is that? It's the proper stipulation. I think Babydoll should have to compete in a bikini too. Well, let's just keep this as a one-on-one winner takes the pride match. Babydoll thrown back into the ring. And in comes Terri, following up behind. And Babydoll just flips Terri up. And all that weight crushing down on the back. Babydoll just toying with Terri at this point. Driving ahead, but heads collide here. And pump handle toss, sending Terri flying across the ring. And here's the cover from Babydoll. And just like that, Babydoll scores a victory. Perhaps in the name of Black Kitten and Sarah Twilight. Does this mean that she's the new bikini party champion? Are we going to see Babydoll competing in bikinis from now on? No, that's really not how the tournament goes, but that's how you want to say it. Babydoll scores a victory. This night starting off pretty strongly for the contingency. Will it end the same way as they defend their tag team titles later on tonight? We'll have to wait and see, ladies and gentlemen, but vengeance is served.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the undisputed, the Universal Women's World Championship.
So Roxy's name still sticks around. As the ghost of the ring, the voice of What's Up Wrestling disappears from the area. We'll be hearing from him soon enough, ladies and gentlemen, as here comes the #1 contender, AJ Smyth, who returned just a few weeks ago, winning a six-pack challenge via submission over Summer Holly Madison in order to earn this opportunity. Now, those 6 competitors were all handpicked by Amariil as potential contenders for her title. We'll see how Amariil deals with AJ, especially given that AJ is coming in with her Eat Me Out, her triangle choke that has only ever been broken once. Of course, that being done by the by now legendary Ida Atsuko. There she is, the current reigning women's champion. That's Women's World Universal Champion. Can't have World and Universal in the same title. It's there. Deal with it. Anyway, Amariil is the champion, the defending champion here, having defeated Roxy Stevenson at Pride Falls. We'll see how well she does. The intergalactic sensation, certainly making a name for herself since coming into What's Up Wrestling. 2024 Princess of the Ring. Some say she shouldn't have been Queen of the Ring, but there was contestation that Amariil pretty much, well, some say took a dive in some scenarios by a countout or just by a pinfall. Anyway, Amariil takes the ultimate glory as women's champion.
Introducing the challenger from Jersey City, New Jersey, AJ Smyth.
Hey, the referee is fine. I knew she would be eventually.
And her opponent from the 5th dimension, she is the undisputed, the Universal Women's World Champion, the Hot Green Lady.
Of course, the title was named that way as when Roxy developed a bit of a jealousy over Amariil's #1 contendership, wanting to prove that she was the greatest wrestler in the universe rather than just the world. But when push came to shove, Amariil came and Amariil delivered, and that is why she is here defending the Women's World, Universal World, Galactic, whatever championship here tonight. Both VixXxens meeting up in the middle, and it is Amariil with a quick snapmare, hitting the ropes and a drop kick. And AJ just sitting there like a chump. AJ perhaps biding her time, looking for an opening. If she's going to spend her time looking for an opening, then Amariil is just going to keep closing in. Well, Amariil is a new competitor in AJ's world in more ways than one. That overhead belly-to-belly from AJ, former VixXxens champion, one of the greatest champions in Western wrestling history, now takes down Amariil. So going to the opening moments of this matchup, it looks like it could really go either way. Right now it is AJ in control, but it's after a long bout of combat from Amariil. I think that's it. That's it for Amariil. They say as Amariil manages to kick AJ in the gut. Misses out on the shot and a trip out from AJ as Amariil rolls back outside, restarts the count, and a little move there from the octopus stretch. And Amariil sent right back inside. AJ quickly joining in. And runs right into a big boot from Amariil. Pulls right up into a German suplex, utilizing that momentum from the hop. Was Amariil in the bikini party summer? No, she was not. And neither was AJ. That's a shame. But we are seeing enough of Amariil right now. I mean, see plenty enough. Could see more, but you know, I think we're seeing enough of Amariil. She now falls into a pinfall following a top rope elbow drop, 2 count only. Ladies and gentlemen, I should also note that later on tonight, we're going to see some explosive action. C4 electrified ropes, barbed wire covered tables. The culmination of 2 titles coming together. The Fubar and Hellcat Championship. Hellcat Championship, which actually won last year from Kimberly, who is still defending it to this day. Something that AJ Smyth was heard about herself quite a number of times when it regarded the VixXxens Championship, as long as she had it. In fact, the only time that she was ever dominated inside the ring was when she faced off against Ida Atsuko, a Night of Champions, after issuing the challenge. And now, after having her face meeting up with all 3 turnbuckles, down and out and at Amariil's mercy. The low kick taking down, just basically pushing AJ from the ropes. But AJ trips out the legs, goes for a cover. Tries to shake out the cobwebs. Gives yourself a bit of a moment. Just lock in the eat me out and just hold it in there. I'm sure that's the plan. Go for that submission victory. Submission victory? Who's talking about that? Amariil waiting. Charging out and over the top rope. It's Amariil taking down AJ on the outside. Ladies and gentlemen, this matchup for the Women's World Championship. Or really just Women's Championship. Just keep it short and simple. The countout does favor the champion. So I doubt that AJ will want to keep the combat sticking on the outside for too much longer. And Amariil sends AJ back into the ring. And a nice collision there, clothesline, and Amariil taken down from another one, gets right back to her feet. And legs tripped out from under her. As AJ is certainly feeling it. And gets it in there, gets in the eat me out. And Amariil could be tapping, could be losing her championship here. And no, Amariil Amariil manages to get out of it. Shots to the ribs. Amariil, one of only 2 competitors to have ever broken free of the Eat Me Out. Now AJ pulling Amariil away. Now being kicked away from Amariil. They didn't get in a good enough camera angle with that Eat Me Out. We got it about as good as we could get. Kick to the gut from Amariil. And pump handle powerbomb. No cover though from Amariil. Instead goes for more leverage. And Amariil keeping up the assault, does not allow herself to be blinded by her emotions. To the gut and DDT. Amariil rolls to the outside and AJ swiftly follows up. Attempting to roll away, but AJ just forces her back down. Knee to the face. AJ again, Shining Wizard, kick to the back of the head. Anytime Amariil tries to get up, AJ is there. And again, knocking Amariil's head into the back of that announce table. That's where we have our trainee announcers. Those who are responsible for calling the house shows. Yeah, they don't really do a good job. Typically get a lot of the superstars' names mixed up. They try to hype up superstars that aren't even here professionally. I mean, you heard what they said about John Cena during his entrance, calling him like the greatest wrestler of all time. All the fans had a completely different opinion. Yeah, they tend to ignore the fans. AJ attempting a shooting star, catches knees to the chest as Amariil with a drop kick now. Amariil going up top, taking a desperation move here. AJ to her feet. I think notices and double axe handle across the top of the head. And AJ sweeping out the leg. Setting Amariil up, trying to get her away from the ropes. But Amariil too quick to get to her feet. And DDT! And quickly into the cover. And just like that, AJ Smyth wins, becoming the new Women's World Whatever Champion. After the story of the matches, Amariil's capabilities of getting out Eat Me Out, the triangle choke only accomplished by one other competitor in What's Up Wrestling's history. The quick cover, the count, the 3, the new champion.
Here is your winner, and new, the Universal Women's World Champion, AJ Smyth.
VixXxens champion turning women's champion now. We'll see the ghost of What's Up Wrestling inside the ring to call this one. This one is for the Tag Team Championship, the first time that Bonk and Doink will be defending these titles since securing them back at WrestleMania from the Heroes for Hire. Spectationill, who won the opportunity to challenge for the titles, having defeated their fellow competitors and Claude Croissant in match competitions. Of course, not to mention, the last time we saw Dexter Spectacular on a huge event of this magnitude, defeating Liv Omega at a singles match. Beating him clean.
Fuck with the Juggalo. You get
Tremendous opportunity for these two. Only ever secured the tag titles at one point in their career.
Then we do it again, bitch. You get
said they won these titles back at WrestleMania. 6 months ago, ladies and gentlemen, but Bonk and Doink took a bit of a hiatus. Only recently coming back. See if they have suffered any ring rust in their time away. As it pertains to defending their tag team titles. Lost their capabilities, their fun-loving attitudes. Expectation. First time they faced off of expectation. You see it, the tag team championships will be on the line here tonight.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall and is for the WWE World Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 408 pounds, the Spitfire Warriors. And their opponents at a combined weight of 474 pounds. They are the World Tag Team Champions, the Blood Brothers.
Bonk and Doink certainly have the size and weight advantage over Spectationill. You see the tag titles being given over to the referee. We've already seen one title change hands here tonight. Will we see another? Practically every title is being defended here tonight, so we may see a change of hands in all divisions. And here we go, starting things off with Doink and Jamie Hill. Doink, no slouch in the ring himself. The 2023 Royal Rumble winner. The 2022, Royal Rumble winner. Went on to main event What's Up Wrestling's first ever WrestleMania in a triple threat matchup. The last time he and Jamie Hill faced off in the ring singles match opportunity, Doink came out victorious. He's doing Doink's trial of taking on former Universal Champions to prove himself capable of facing off for that very title. And his ambitions fell dry. He could not compete with the awesome might of Roger Desmond. And Doink, who had thought that he had knocked Jamie off the off the apron, surprised there from a nice tilt-a-whirl from Jamie, and Dexter attempting to take advantage. Now managing to come right back in. Sets him up DDT. And here's a quick cover from Dexter. Bonk just casually gets into the ring. And Jamie getting right in the face of Bonk. No physical altercation, though. Bonk just doing what he's doing to keep this match going. And both men having the same thing in mind, and it is Dexter who is quicker in that regard. Doink once again being brought to the... Well, he was being brought to the Spectationill corner. Actually getting a bit lost there on the way. Another tie-up, and again, Doink being brought to the Spectationill corner, and this time finally succeeds. And Doink firing back, forearm shot. Cannot evade the drop kick. Now here's the cover. And Bonk, who had come in at a bit of a desperation last second, and now going over the top rope, but not off the apron. And Doink trying to take him out from just a surprise attack. And spinebuster from Doink. Just can't get a word in edgewise. Not to mention because, I mean, there are no women around the ring. There's the referee, but I kind of feel bad if I start flirting with her. Well, especially since she can't hear you right now. That is true, I suppose. Now, change of guard on both ends. Jamie Hill and Bonk, both legal men. Here's the cover, just a 1 count. And a stiff shot from Jamie and rebounding off the ropes into a spiking DDT. Dexter still lying out on the outside. Like a slug, his only defense. And Bonk's rolling out of the ring himself, his only defense. And up on the shoulders, but not for long, into the barricade. And this bloodthirsty crowd loves it. Ah, they're Brazilian. They'll love anything. Up to 5. Bonk's being sent to the inside, and we see Dexter Spectacular back up on the apron. Jamie Hill joining up. Misses the shot, and DDT. Now again, a quick tag from both sides. Dexter and Doink. Now it's Bonk who's recovering on the outside. And Doink. That's fisherman suplex, but Dexter kips right back up. Doink trying again. Snapping suplex, and Dexter willing himself back up. The man just does not say die, and again another snapping suplex, and this time followed up by a pinfall. Doink forcing Dexter to just stay down. Dexter being forced to stay down by another man. Is it Friday night? Let's not get into that right now, as Dexter now takes a couple shots to the back. And he's dropped down to his knees. Must be Saturday morning. And Doink over the top rope, and nice somersault splash. And Bonk with a nice dropping elbow straight across the forehead of Dexter. And Dexter fighting back. Honestly, I think the bigger the opponent, the more resilient Dexter seems to become. And a quick tag out to Jamie. And Jamie tries to get in a nice drop kick, thinks he had it. And Bonk with his own variation of a drop kick. The best kind that he could deliver. Kick to the gut and down with the DDT. Now it is Doink and Jamie Hill. We are right back to where we started. And Jamie now kipping up rather quickly. And Doink realizing that Spectationill is becoming too much of a problem here. And off the top rope goes Jamie's head. As Doink pulls him from the corner. The referee was nicely positioned there to halt Dexter's advances, or at least slow him down, as the fight looks like it'll be taking up inside and outside the ring. As Jamie dropped face first to the knee, and now here's the cover. No Dexter to make the save. Tremendous opportunity for Doink as Jamie rolls to the outside. And no one there. Jamie having that one scouted. DDT from Dexter onto Bonk, and down goes face first into the mats. Jamie Hill and Dexter coming right in. No reason not getting physical, just getting threatening. And tremendous athleticism there from Doink. But Jamie quickly grabs hold, sends him back into the ring. And Doink taking out Dexter. Suppose he figured that if Jamie wasn't going to come in, he'd come out and give him a reason to resume the fight. Surprised that Bonk isn't coming in and getting himself involved. Doink sent back inside, and Jamie joining in after him. And Doink with an immediate running forearm catches Jamie across the head. And down again, bouncing off the knee. And quick into a cover, but Dexter having that one scouted. Dexter should just, like, stop. Dexter doesn't know the meaning of stop. Otherwise, he'd learn it against figures like Ranger, against figures like Buddy, against figures like Blith Omega. And nice 450 from Doink, who is not finished yet. He's going even higher. Another 450 elbow drop, and this one could be it. And indeed, Dexter unable to make the save. Bonk and Doink retain. A tremendous 450 splash, and then a 450 elbow drop. You see it there. I think that was more of a 720. Doink have certainly not missed a step here in their absence from What's Up Wrestling. Still tag team champions. Who will be the next to try and dethrone the two Blood Brothers? We will see as their careers continue here in What's Up Wrestling. What's Up Wrestling is brought to you by Snacky S'mores. The Snacky S'mores.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Female Alliance Championship.
The hell did he just say? It is the VixXxens Championship. For whatever reason, Ghost refuses to say the word Vixen. Erin Reed, who is the #1 contender for this title, has gone on a bit of a slump as of late. She was close to turning things around back at the Bikini Party Summer event, making it all the way to the finals. But her efforts, well, just got the best of her. Unfortunately, Erin lost it in a 4-minute time frame. We're speculating that perhaps Erin lost it on account of Kaio's training. Last couple matches as well, Hollywood Haley J and Su Young Lee. However, when you think about it, the loss to Hollywood happened prior before at Pride Falls. So as she takes on her new mentor, we'll see, well, just if she is capable of winning the big one, or if she is just another Lilac. Bit of a burn on Lilac. Well, Lilac should prove me wrong at some point, you know? She is the current reigning VixXxens champion, having also won this title back at WrestleMania, the main event of WrestleMania, defeating Lady Chaos in the Night 2 event. The Royal Rumble winner, who basically went through her companions in order to earn that opportunity, made the best of it. Now trying to pick up where Elaine left off with her in training Erin Reed. Blonde streak in her hair, a homage to her trainer. On her own, she can retain the VixXxens Championship against the young up-and-comer Irish lass herself, Erin Reed.
Introducing the challenger from Bray, Ireland, Erin Reed. And her opponent from the Queen City, she is the Female Alliance Champion, King.
And it is mentor and student set to go one-on-one. Great deal of respect between these two, despite Erin's upset losses over the past few weeks. really hoping to turn things around. And of course, we know that if Erin comes out victorious, we kind of have a path on where that title could go. Erin started things off with a quick shot. Now a side headlock, followed by another shot. Kind of feel like I can add to this matchup now, you know? I'm sure you could. So tell me more about this Erin Reed. Well, she comes from Ireland. Next. She's a tremendous athlete. Next. She's been learning from... Does she have a boyfriend? I don't think that's really relevant right now there, JoJo. Let's just focus on the match, shall we? I am focusing on the match. I'm trying to get to know the competitors. Well, do you want to know if Kaio has a boyfriend? No, I think she just does the same thing with Jessica, you know? Where the hell is she? Probably just waiting in the backstage locker room. Well, anyway, I'll just do what I've been doing all night and just ignore as a series of forearms. And now Erin putting on more leverage and again just completing the shots with two more. Erin crossing over the legs, dropping them back. And Kaio fighting back. Now our first resident elf. Showing just what an elf could do here in Western Wrestling. Becoming VixXxens champion first and now again. First reign of VixXxens champion was a bit short. Some might say lackluster. Others will call her a placeholder champion, but well, she is now set out to prove herself. As that is not the case, as Erin counters out there. Does not submit. Her leg taking the damage. Going to keep the fight going. Being brought back up. A nice float over from Erin. Leg lock around the head. Oh yeah, baby. Bring her head up a little higher. All the way Kaio managing to get out of there. Stiff shots, chop across the chest, and back drop. Or back breaker, sorry. Well, she did drop her back onto her knees, so, you know, kind of correct in a way. But wrong in every other way. All the important ways. All the ways people will remember. Another tie up, and Kaio being sent into the ring, and in comes Erin trying with the knee. Misses him, but gets in the shot to the gut. They're now taking Kaio down, and again, shots after shots. Rouse about, brought back to her feet, and nice knee to the face. Shades of Doink of what we saw earlier. And not enough for a 3 count. VixXxens championship still remains within the air. And Kaio, would have known what was coming. After all, she is Erin's mentor, managing to counter out there when Erin was ready to put things away. Straight shot to the side of the head. And again. One more, and drop kick straight to the chest. That was right to the boob. You leave those girls alone, Kaio. Slowly devolving into a street fight in front of the crowd, and inverted suplex. And now back into the barricade. Straight shots to the face, and again, trio of shots from Kaio. Referee keeping the count going. She's been calling a lot of these matches. She's pretty tough for someone who took a splash. Or she's being essentially forced out to not recover as a further line of her punishment. Another way, this whole exchange on the outside was entirely Kaio, who now up on the top rope, comes down, elbow drop between the shoulder blades. And now Kaio looking to put her student away. And Erin getting that shoulder up. Realizing that she cannot take a loss here. She has to come out victorious. She has to prove all her sudden naysayers wrong. As we've been calling her career a fluke. Now Kaio poised, ready. There's Erin down, but Erin fighting back. Erin knows Kaio just as well as it is in reverse. And gut wrench, but no, Kaio coming in from behind. Pair of shots, and now taking Erin down. And Erin can't stretch her feet out or legs out enough. Not close enough to the other ropes either. But manages to still wriggle her arm free. I wonder, I should really ask Kaio how it felt having Erin's arm right between her legs. I'm sure she'll be very interested in giving you the details on that one. You can go ask her after this match, in fact. I'll just call the show while you're gone. Nah, you need me out here. Otherwise, you'd be making more mistakes, like backdrop and backbreaker. The hell is that? Erin slamming Kaio face first in the canvas, and now here's the cover. And Erin narrowly has her dreams destroyed here by Kaio kicking out at the last possible second. Now Erin up on the top rope, coming down in desperation and misses. Not the time you want to miss. As Kaio again putting the pressure on the arm. Takes his one miss, and we've seen that happen before. Misses leading to immediate losses. Will this be the same fate for Erin Reed here tonight? We're up to 5 now. The fight still raging on the outside. And Erin hopping up, coming in. Immediate grab from Kaio. Brings her straight across the ring. Stiff shot from Kaio, who sends Erin across the ropes. Ducks underneath the clothesline, gets some momentum, and comes in and spins Erin right around. And Kaio putting the pressure on the legs. Kaio set to put this one away for good. And takes her down. And this really could be it. Center of the ring, and Erin taps out. Kaio victorious, retains. But thankfully releases the hold just as soon as Erin taps out. Not wanting to do too much damage to her student, as Erin suffers another loss. Rather convenient. Now she needs Kaio even more. We'll see as Kaio continues on with the VixXxens Championship. We've got 2 people in the wings now as potential challengers for that title.
Here is your winner, and still female Alliance Champion,
Kaio successfully defends, but we know that Hollywood Haley J and Su Young Lee are waiting in the wings.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring
this is basically where we're going to see that Glory is perhaps one of the dumbest competitors here in What's Up Wrestling. I mean, she had an open ticket. She could have been challenging for anything. VixXxens Championship, Women's Championship. Hell, she could have been going for the Universal Championship if the right voices were, or the right people were taught to. And instead, she utilizes her win as Queen of the Ring in order to get this.
And accompanied by Roxanne Stevenson, standing at 7 feet tall, the Queen.
This is the match that Glory has been wanting ever since first coming into What's Up Wrestling. She has wanted to test herself against Queen Amazonia. She was hoping for that opportunity at Queen of the Ring. Unfortunately, in a surprise upset, Queen Zelina managed to defeat Amazonia, but it has not faltered Glory's wishes to go one-on-one with perhaps one of the toughest female competitors we've had in What's Up Wrestling history. And taking a loss to Queen Zelina, we should not discredit the fact that Amazonia has remained mostly undefeated in singles matches, only taking losses against Catherine Neville and, you guessed it, Ida Atsuko. Runner-up for the first ever Snow Bunnies tournament, Divas champion, one of the last reigning, and now being tossed about by Glory. I should also mention that Queen Amazonia took on 2 competitors of the harem at the first ever Survivor Series on her own, surviving against both challengers. So again, contrary to her loss against Queen Zelina just a couple months ago, that does not discredit the absolute force that is Queen Amazonia, the force that Glory has been dreaming of facing inside this ring, finally getting this opportunity, and Amazonia counters out of that powerbomb positioning. Yeah, but this is the Amazonia that's being controlled by Roxy, that's being talked to and being told that men are nothing. This is not the savage Amazonia that we've seen all those times. This is Amazonia fighting with something more in her head. Something other than the commands of destroy. It's true that Roxy has chosen Amazonia to be her associate in her war against men. But she is still a tough competitor, not exactly the sort that you would want to meet inside the ring. And again, Glory wanted this. To say that she won the Queen of the Ring for this opportunity. Now Amazonia up on the top rope. Isn't going to take a dive, but she's going to throw herself. Unfortunately, she meets the brick wall that is Glory, and while she is damaging it, it is not as hard as you would think it would be. Tremendous splash from Glory. Honestly, if Roxy could talk Glory away from Prime and Claude, with the sort of tag team that these 2 competitors could be, and absolutely decimate the VixXxens tag team scene. Yeah, but that's not going to happen. You never know. Especially as Glory is far more victorious in her efforts over her counterparts. This fall away slam still on the outside from Glory. An absolute powerhouse, tossing Amazonia into the barricade. And now just hoists her up into it. And just pulls her right up. The absolute power of Glory on display here tonight. And Glory not going to take a count-out victory, not over her dream opponent. Amazonia tossed back into the ring. Glory taking a bit of time to calm herself down. And comes right in. And pump handle toss sends Amazonia into the corner. And for the most part, this matchup has been all Glory. Here's the cover from Glory. And just a 2 count. Amazonia managing to get that shoulder up. So they're just waiting to see how Glory takes to the torture rack. And we may just see it. Or we may see the pump-up punch. And Amazonia attempting that punch, but Glory fighting back. And gets sent to the outside as a result. Amazonia in complete control here. I'm actually cheering her on from the outside, and Glory runs into the wall that is Amazonia. What would happen if I run into the wall that was Amazonia? I think you just obliterate yourself. And then Roxy would sweep up your remains and just toss them into a fire. And then somehow toss that fire into space. And knowing Roxy, she would do something to space. A bit of a backbreaker, and Amazonia trying. And certainly she expected a 3 count there. A tremendous kick to the gut. Crosses the arm and up into the torture rack. And Glory immediately feeling what's happening. Gets in those elbows to the side of the neck. I say Glory has wanted this for some time. She knows what it feels like to be in a torture rack and just not wanting to be in it. Probably pays off to be in such a situation alongside such strong competitors as Claude Poisson and Prime. And Glory's determination. She comes diving off the top rope with a hefty splash. And again. You know, that's probably the smartest thing Amazonia has done. What's that? Is just take the splash. When you see Glory jumping down at you, just lie there and accept it with a big smile on your face. I think Amazonia took it with a smile on her face. Or are you saying that you would? I'm just saying that anyone would, you know? And Amazonia with a quick kick to the side of the head and just pushes Glory back down. Picking up Glory and just sends her back down onto the apron. Not into the ring, mind you, just onto the apron. Glory with a high kick. And now the referee at 6. And Amazonia, sure, utilizing something she's picked up from Roxy. Glory up to 7. And Glory sent back inside the ring. Amazonia joining up shortly after. Amazonia maybe attempting for another torture rack or no. And takes Glory down after she tries to fight back. Another pump handle toss sending Glory across the ring. And Amazonia primed, ready, pulls her up and knockout punch. Now will this be it? And Glory kicks out immediately after 2. Not something you see very often when it comes to facing off against Amazonia, and Amazonia showing some frustration here. Just repeated shots in the midsection. That brings her to her feet, but Amazonia finding a fighting spirit in Glory that she just can't quell, but manages to scoop slam her down, and Glory now has to roll to the outside to gain some distance. The absolute power of Amazonia on display now. That's right, rookies. Get away from that table. Well, the table basically just there to hold their water. And Glory again hoisted up by Amazonia. And face first down to the mats. Referee up to 7 now. And Amazonia sent back inside. But you can still say that Amazonia, the winner of that whole exchange. Jawbreaker. And just tosses Glory across the ring. And Amazonia is not yet finished. And neither is Glory. The toss now pulling her from the corner. Now power on display from Glory. Flips her up and over into a Dominator. And will that be enough? And Glory managing to pick up a victory. And it came at a tremendous cost. Physicality being taken to the limit here. Amazonia proving to her what she has been wanting. A tremendous challenge. And there we see it, the turnaround Dominator. As Glory manages to pick up the victory.
Here is your winner, the Gladiator.
Huge victory for Glory, and now what lies next for her as she continues on? The VixXxens, the Womyns. What will it be? This has been a match that Stan Stevens has been fearing for some time. Trying to distract himself by taking on figures such as Number Guy, narrowly losing his $1 million championship in the process. And only just last week, in his own arrogance that he tried to defend it. It was not arrogance. The man is a true champion. He was just giving Number Guy his opportunity. And Stan Stevens came out victorious, as he always would. We'll see if he can do the same. Bloodbath, who won a fatal 4-way back at Pride Falls in order to earn this opportunity, coming in rather fresh as a result. As we mentioned last week, a couple weeks ago, when Stan Stevens successfully defended the $1 million championship, he was asked about how he felt about his match with Bloodbath coming in here tonight, and in response, Stevens just ran. He had to go and train. He had to go and bring himself up. I mean, he's got his brother in the main event. He knows that all eyes are going to be on him. He's got to do good. He's got to do the best. That's one way of saying it, but the interviewer did say that he had a look of fear in his eyes. Oh, that's just the interviewer. Who can trust interviewers? Stan Stevens coming down, $1 million championship in hand.
I'm the man, baby. That's what I am.
Not as jovial as he usually is.
With a master plan.
course he's not, because he's about to lose the $1 Million Championship. But in its place, he is going to be gaining
Jersey City, New Jersey, weighing in at 287 pounds, stunning Stevens.
Well, he is the $1 Million Champion, but as my colleague was trying to say, the $1 Million Championship is being retired here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, a new legacy title will come out. That, of course, being the Fighting Spirit Championship. I believe that would be a better moniker for this tier championship, as it represents, or properly represents, the competitors as it comes down to it. The high level of fighting spiritedness that every competitor shows, the names of likes of Number Guy, Tony J. Smyth, Ultra Guy, and of course Stan Stevens, having a tremendous fighting spirit. And as such, the title is changing, and there you see it, ladies and gentlemen, the new championship that will be defended in this the $1 Million title's place, the Fighting Spirit Championship. Stan Stevens has something of momentum going into this one as the current reigning $1 Million champion, but he faces off against the likes of Bloodbath McGrath, an opponent that Stan Stevens has never faced before, or the type of opponent that Stan has never faced before. Bloodbath being sent towards the corner, and Stan trying for a suplex, and gets it in. What do you mean trying for a suplex? He can get in suplexes whenever he wants. Anytime they're countered, it's because Stan felt sorry for his opponent. Stan with repeated knees to the side of the head. Bloodbath rolling to the outside already, and Stan going to take a tremendous risk here. It's never a risk with Stan Stevens. It's always a certainty. Bloodbath still managing to take him down, and knee across the face. And once more for good measure. And again, that back of the head. Leave the afro alone, damn it. And Bloodbath jumping up. Drop kick to the chest. So what happens if both these competitors get counted out? I mean, it's a brand new title, isn't it? Or does Stan Stevens win it on account of being the $1 Million champion? And I suppose that in that case, Stan Stevens would become the Fighting Spirit champion, as the $1 Million title is basically just evolving into that. Bloodbath with a quick kick to the gut. Pulls him in for a chop, but Stan Stevens ducks underneath, comes running with the clothesline, and tries with a big boot, and Bloodbath with a big boot of his own. And Stan being taken down. And Bloodbath wasting no time, continuing on the fight, no arguing with the referee, and misses out on this seated splash. Bloodbath fighting back, pulls him in, and drops him face first to the canvas. Again, watch the damn afro. The thing is a legacy here in What's Up Wrestling. You can't have What's Up Wrestling without the afro of Stan Stevens. Bloodbath going low and Stan going high, and it's high that wins here. Bloodbath looks to be in trouble, at least momentarily. And Bloodbath could be going for the Beardo Bomb, and there we go! Beardo Bomb! And here's the cover. And almost Stan Stevens getting that shoulder up. And Bloodbath, who had presumed that he had this one. Again, attempting that high drop kick. And Stan just a little quicker in that exchange. Pulls him in, double arm DDT. And Stan Stevens crawling his way to victory. It's the Stan Stevens way. And it's not to be here. Stan Stevens going up top. Another high risk and misses this time. And Bloodbath with a running boot to the head. Dropped. There's double axe handle across the back. And again, misses out on that seated senton. Very slow to get up as a result. Inverted suplex from Stan Stevens. The action can barely keep up with the awesomeness that is Stan Stevens. Seeing it jittering all about. And again, another rope break. And Bloodbath quickly continues on the fight. Here's the cover once more. And somehow that is enough. Bloodbath victorious here.
I was born in the soul of
And Stevens perhaps too many kicks to the head.
never had me.
Bloodbath, a quick and decisive victory.
They just give me a number when
Each of the head was not just an extremely powerful knee drop, just absolutely KO'd Stan Stevens. We saw Stan try to wriggle up, but the count does not lie.
Here is your winner.
Bloodbath McGrath becomes the first ever Fighting Spirit champion.
blowing on my
Wait. So let's just hold on here. Stan Stevens loses, but he's still the $1 million champion, right? Well, he does still have the title belt. Sure, why not? Until, What's Up Wrestling wants to open a museum. But he's still a $1 million champion. Well, the record books will say that he was the last reigning $1 million champion, but that his reign officially ended on this day. But he still has the title belt. He has the title belt, but it's basically useless when it comes to a championship. Bloodbath McGrath is the new Fighting Spirit champion. First ever Fighting Spirit champion, as we said, the title that basically the $1 million title now he has evolved into. You can get upset about it, JoJo, or you can look forward to Superstar challenging for the Universal title. Oh, he is? That's right. Superstar, future Universal Champion. You heard it here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm saying it now. Well, right now we have the VixXxens Tag Team titles on the line. Of course, the champions are not coming alone. Emily being flanked by both Stephanie McMahon and Anya. Co-general manager and goddess alike. Emily, of course, representing the harem side of the contingency. Emily and Kitty won the tag team titles back at Backlash against the former champions, the Bad Girls. Girls have managed to take the #1 contendership. They've been put through hell. Handicap matches. Ida having to face off against Babydoll. And then facing off against Etsuko. As Etsuko wanted to face her, or face Ida in a more honorable situation. And here comes Emily's sister, Kitty. Co-champion. Documented the sort of hatred that those two have had. And a tremendous new outfit, too. So he tells me it's a one-night affair. He's celebrating, showing off her shared appearance with an iconic figure inside of comic books. You don't know, do you? Well, I know, I just don't want to say because you never know what could happen as a result. The Women's Tag Team Championships materializing out of thin air. And they're going to be materializing back around the waist of the Stratfield sisters.
And it's for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers, Day One Glow. And their opponents, they are the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, the Coalition.
The Glow Girls won their opportunity in a tremendous matchup. Multiple teams, 4 teams in the ring at the same time. Now here they have their next opportunity. The Glow Girls have have history in taking the titles from the council. Of course, the last time they did that, the council put out a hit on them, and 1 week later, the Pretty Mean Bitches pretty much came out in a tag team steel cage matchup and won the tag team titles from them. Let's hope that Ida and Riley, if they are victorious here tonight, can do a bit more. We see the mini bunny hop, and Ida heads over, tags in Riley. It's over. She waddles over. And Riley sent straight to the outside. And Kitty just taunting Ida now. And Riley comes rushing in. And that drop kick being blocked out, and Riley with a elbow to the gut. Face it, Glow Girls. This is not the same council that you were facing months ago. This is a new council, a better council. Well, this is the council harem contingency. And this is the kind of a surprising team of the Stratfield sisters, as is well documented on their own hatred towards one another. Even when they were both members of the council, they were trying to one-up each other. And tremendous tag teamwork from the Glow Girls. Ida bringing Kitty up and kick to the side of the head. And another bunny hop on Kitty's midsection. It's got to be one of the most upsetting things ever. Being brought to your feet by a foot beneath the jaw from one of your employees. Honestly, Kitty is one of the greatest general managers out in wrestling. She doesn't have to be in here defending the tag team titles. She doesn't have to be defending the tag team titles at any occasion. About a year ago, back when the Glow Girls were #1 contenders, that's pretty much what the council were doing. They're pretty much making it so that the Glow Girls had to wait. They were put into matches against one another. In fact, they were even put in the #1 for the women's Money in the Bank match that year, while they were #1 contenders. In fact, it wasn't until last year's SummerSlam that these two teams had faced off against each other, or at least the team of Kitty and Stephanie faced off against the Glow Girls. Now it is Kitty and Emily This time the contingent is not alone. Stephanie and Anya on the outside. And Emily is deeply devoted to Anya. And Kitty has a tremendous partnership deal with Stephanie as Emily coming in from behind. So both are strongly motivated by their presence on the outside of this ring. Emily ducking down and straight shots in the midsection. She brings Riley up, and Riley kicks in the midsection of her own, and now taking Emily down. And Riley manages to get in a tag. And the wars of Emily and Ida. For all, it was Emily's title reign that Ida first ended for her year-long reign. Even going through undefeated in their Iron Woman matchup. So that Emily has not forgotten that upset. And now here is Ida set to take the tag team championship away from her as well. And now Ida being pulled away. Now being brought over to the contingent corner. He's kicked to the gut from Ida, and another one straight to the face. And a bunny hop for good measure on Emily. And straight into an armbar. But Emily managing to get out, and Kitty throwing herself at Ida. I saw both of Emily and Kitty's personal assistants outside the ring earlier tonight in the corner of Babydoll, who was victorious against Terri Golde. And we called it there. Would this be a contingent night? And this will be the deciding factor if Emily and Kitty can successfully defend the tag team titles against the Glow Girls. And now it is Riley's turn, taking the shots across the sternum. And look at Ida, just standing there, letting her partner take it. And she's basically allowing Emily to build up some confidence as she comes in from behind and now going for the hip attack and straight across the face of Emily. She's felt that before. And here's the cover. And Kitty rushes across the ring, makes the save. Riley unfortunately could not be there to secure the pinfall. And there you see it. Riley's now up to her feet. You say that it was a plan on Ida to take Emily down when she was most confident. I don't think Riley sees it that way. I think she sees Ida as the enemy, wanting to see Riley getting hurt. I don't think there's anything that'll split these two apart. They've been around together since their careers started, coming into What's Up Wrestling together as a tag team. And despite Ida taking a increased rise, becoming the women's champion, as well as Queen of the Ring. Of course, the Glow Girls winning the first ever women's tag team championship, winning in a tremendous tournament. So even though Ida's had far more success than Riley, they've had a great deal of success together. Multiple time tag team champions. And here they are going for it again. Just saying that means that they lost those titles in a tremendous manner. We documented their latest tag team loss. And nice backflip kick across the top of the head. And Kitty out to the outside, perhaps buy some time for Emily to begin recovery. So the two now size each other up. And DDT from Riley. who attempts to go over, tag in Ida, but Kitty catching her from behind. Of course, Riley and Kitty are no strangers to one another, especially on the SummerSlam stage. And Mount Everett straight into a cover. I don't see Emily, and Kitty managing to kick out. I was saying, Riley and Kitty no strangers to one another. And the Council's Night from Hell. It was Riley who started things off, defeating Kitty inside the ring. And I think Ida just cost her team the tag team titles. Trying for the hip attack, knocking Riley off the apron as a result. I think Riley just hopped off the apron to give Ida a chance to build up more momentum when hitting the ropes. It's a very likely story. Drop kick from Kitty, and now a tag out to her sister, Emily. Emily stalking about inside the ring, comes running out. Does not take too kindly to just being called out by Ida, and now trying to get into a fight with Riley. Riley just sends her right back in, and Kitty takes a shot and knocks her off the apron. And Emily attempting for Paradise. And now here's the cover. Quick kick to the head. A counter and a count, and no. Now what does Ida have in mind? Trying for the hip attack once more, but Emily had it blocked, and now just a kick to the back as Kitty see her shadow when we see her hand back onto the apron. Double axe handle from Riley, the back of Emily's head. You know, if the Glow Girls want to continue being paid, or at the very least take a nice paycheck, they should just lie out in the ring and allow themselves to be pinned, or just submit, or just give up, or just walk out of the ring and take a count out. The Pride would not allow that, as Emily getting in her own favorite move, the double knees. Now here's the cover. Riley in to make the save. Now Kitty being thrown to the outside, and Riley's not going to follow up, not with both Anya and Stephanie on the outside. The undefeated Anya. Remember that. Yes, Anya's in-ring career, a 1-0, as Emily taking a page out of Etsuko's book, the Mitsusaka Bunny Hop. But it just did not have the same amount of pep. Instead, Emily just basically dropping off from the top rope. Very little pep as well inside of that Paradise shot. And Emily trying to knock out Riley, and Riley having it well scouted. And now just going to call out Emily. Emily being sent right back inside, absolutely being humiliated by Riley. Now Ida being sent to the ropes, comes right back. Both women collide. Emily attempting to bring her over to her sister. Ida fighting back. Atomic drop. Has Ida down on the ground, Emily down on the ground. Now a tag out to Riley, who can continue perhaps humiliating the former women's champion. And face first into the turnbuckle. You know, you talk a lot of smack about Emily and Kitty, but remember, Emily is one title away from becoming the premier vixen here in What's Up Wrestling. Yes, I know, that being the Hellcat Championship, but that title will be null and void in just a matter of moments, ladies and gentlemen, as it will be merged with the FUBAR Championship in an entirely new division. So for Emily to perhaps try for the FTW Championship, She would have to enter that entire division. And then when she wins, she will be the greatest vixen here in What's Up Wrestling, a holder of all titles, a member of the two greatest groups within What's Up Wrestling as well, the Council and the Harem. Well, for right now, she's getting it from Ida. Her legs being taken out from under her, and now the cover, and Kitty into the ring, knowing that she can take her time. There's no Riley to help make the save. And trying with another kick, setting up for the hip attack, but Emily counters out. Now on top, palm strikes, top of the head. Face first into the corner. Ida fighting back, but Kitty with a shot to the back of the head. And again, Ida sent into the corner. This time the tag connects. And straight shot to the exposed ribs of Ida Atsuko. And bitchmaker from Kitty. And Kitty's pinfall attempt being broken up. But it doesn't matter. Ida is now Kitty's bitch. Well, that's just the name of the move. No, Ida is Kitty's bitch. It is now your time, Ida. And Ida does not feel like Kitty's bitch. In fact, she is reasserting her dominance over top of Kitty once more. Triple knees to the knee of Kitty. Now Kitty being brought over to the Glow Girls corner, straight across the ring, unable to break free, but managing to come out, and now getting a taste of her own medicine. And once again, the tag connects on the second time around. And Riley with a tremendous leg drop off the top. And Kitty rolling to the outside, and Riley going straight for Emily. And again, takes her off the apron. And unfortunately for Riley, Kitty is at the feet of... No, Riley! Rushes back in, takes out Kitty. And honestly, if Stephanie or Anya get themselves involved, it would be a great, tremendous help for both Kitty and Emily. The disqualification victory would still cause them to hold on to the titles. You'd want that, wouldn't you? You're afraid that the Glow Girls can't win. And you think that they think that the Glow Girls can't win. Or that the Glow Girls could win. Or whatever. It's not going to happen. No disqualification. It's going to be pinfall, or it's going to be submission, and it's going to be in the form of Kitty or Emily putting away these Glow Girl bitches. A double axe handle to the arm of Riley. The tie up, and Riley winning out there. Quick suplex. Emily fires back elbow to the side of Riley's head. And clothesline. Just knocking Riley straight down. All the power behind that one. And Riley coming right back in. Emily coming right back in. Sharp kick to the ribs. Knees in the midsection. And now the flurry of blows. And axe kick to the back of the head. Just to capitalize it off. And trying with the knees again, but Riley rolling out of the way and running kick to the chest. And Riley with the quick cover. And comes Kitty, but a rope break. And this time the referees are on the lookout for him. Kitty thrown over the top rope. As Riley pulls Emily away from the ropes this time around. And the fight between Ida and Kitty on the outside. Straight shot from Riley. Now here's the cover. And that is it. with a stiff shot to Emily's face. The Glow Girls are now the new tag team champions. It is not a contingent night. Babydoll did not set the measuring. The Glow Girls once more end the dream and become tag team champions at SummerSlam.
Here are your winners.
Honestly, I think the editor is definitely taking a paycheck from the council after that kind of editing post-match. Despite Emily taking the fall, getting in the final kick, but it doesn't matter. We see it here now. The Glow Girls celebrating. They are now 3-time tag team champions.
What's the Wrestling is brought to you by
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Tremendous opportunity for the natural Tony J. Smyth, who won this #1 contendership by defeating Hype in a heavy-hitting Iron Man matchup. Final score of 5-2. Jason certainly earned this opportunity, although he did take the count-out loss in our closing main event a couple weeks ago. I believe he figured that it was better to just take that and to continue fighting for really nothing. He had already proven himself worthy of a #1 contendership. There was little more to say in that matchup. We will see how Max Garrett fares against Tony J. Smyth in his first ever world title defense. He's gonna lose it. It's going to be his own Pride Falls here in Rio de Janeiro. And we are moments from finding out, ladies and gentlemen, as it did take Garrett a number of tries in order to become World Heavyweight Champion, at least 2. There's a number. Garrett absolutely loving the feeling of finally being World Heavyweight Champion. Here's the man who defeated Superstar, the man who made his debut, applauding Superstar. He lost his first opportunity at Backlash. Managed to fight his way back up to #1 contendership, faced off against Superstar at Pride Falls, and now you see the end result. Garrett holding high the World Heavyweight Championship. The question is, will he be walking away with it as well? The answer is no. You know, in case you were wondering.
Introducing the challenger from Boston, Massachusetts, weighing in at 263 pounds, the natural Tony J. Smyth. And his opponent from Manchester, England, weighing in at 271 pounds, he is the World Heavyweight Champion, Max Garrett.
certainly a fan favorite in this one. Certainly the fan favorite in this one. Max Garrett, current reigning World Heavyweight Champion, his first defense. That's right, take one last look at the belt. You gotta give it up. And we will see if Tony J. Smith can finally manage to climb the ladder. The ladder that he has been trying to climb for some time, to break free, to get to the top of the mountain. And Tony J. Smith immediately comes running in to a spine buster from Garrett. And a rebound crossbody off the ropes and a quick 1 count for Garrett as well. It's okay. Just slowly work your way back up, Smith. I think natural works that way. Natural expects it quick. Does it hard. Gets in there. I believe that was the exact attempt he was making at the start of this match, and Garrett having him scouted as a result. Now in the corner, and Garrett just comes right back in there. Takes him away and rushes him straight across the ring. But that's not all. Right back to where Tony was originally. Up on the shoulders, but Smith managing to push Garrett away. Drop kicks in the ribs as Natural fights his way back. Straight shot and tries for another one, but Garrett fires back, hops over the rope and into a tie-up. It's Smith who takes the immediate advantage, drops him down with a suplex. Garrett is having that knee scouted. Double underhook and no! This is the sort of caliber you get when you're fighting for the World Heavyweight Championship. These aren't just random opponents. These are guys who have studied each other. Spent weeks watching the tapes. Even before Tony J. Smith had the #1 contendership locked in, he was studying Garrett. Certainly seems to be that way. And Garrett tossed right back in the ring, and Smith joining up with after him. And over the top rope, clotheslined right out. Shades of one of the last times that they've met, where Garrett eliminated Tony J. Smith in that battle royale to help give him that second #1 contendership. A contendership that he utilized in order to become World Heavyweight Champion. And Smith comes right back out. Doesn't want Garrett to waste time preening to the crowd. He wants to keep the fight going. And as we said, that is Smith's style. Hard hitting and hard hitting all the way. And Garrett slows things down to taunt out to the crowd. That goes against Smith's capabilities. And the pressure down upon the neck. And stop down on the bicep. And Garrett on the top rope, turns right around, dives down with a moonsault and a twist. But Smith managing to kick out. Of course he manages to kick out. He'll kick out of everything. Garrett attempting another high risk. This time it did not pay off, as Smith lands down the shots. And again, from a different angle. Straight down to the barricade. Smith brings Garrett back up, but Garrett with a kick to the gut. Face first to the top of that barricade. And down onto the mats. And the referee halfway through the 10 count now. You hear from the crowd. Very little in support of Tony J. Smyth. They just don't know greatness when they see it. Well, greatness would be Roger Desmond, wouldn't it? And will this be a count out? And indeed it is. Max Garrett taking the victory by a count out. Of course he would. That's the only way he could do it. That's 2 straight count out victories now over Tony J. Smyth. The man is a coward. He can't do it. He can't do it on his own. He can't pull out the big victory.
Here is your winner, and still heavyweight champion, Max Garrett.
I'm sure that this is not the last time we have seen these two go at it for the World Heavyweight Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, we may see it once more again in the near future. Of course we will. Oh, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're now at the Bloodsport Arena. Colin Stiles, the current reigning FUBAR champion, set to take on this woman, Kimberly. What the hell happened to the entrances? Oh, the Bloodsport Arena is not fully equipped to handle such long-winded entrances. As here we go. A C4 electrified barbed wire matchup. You see the counter at the bottom. What happens if the counter goes down? Well, you're going to see some serious... Are you sure? Well, you know. We'll see something. You know, we'll definitely see some explosions, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, we will see some explosions as the FUBAR champion and Hellcat champion look to merge the two titles together to make the FTW championship. And what a match to start things off. Colin Stiles and Kimberly just going back and forth. Colin with a hardcore style and Kimberly with their MMA style. A surprise winner of last year's Bikini Party Summer Tournament, winning the Hellcat Championship and having held it for a straight year. Colin Stiles, who won the FUBAR Championship in a triple threat matchup against Crackerjack and Canuck, surprising the world. The smallest man coming out. Okay, we got less than 50 seconds. Something better happen. Something's gonna happen. Don't you worry about it. As Colin takes a quick shock from those electrified barbs. Why the hell is Colin still fighting there? And what the hell happened to his curly hair? And face first down into the ropes. And Kimberly may be down and out. No, don't go down out yet. You have a few more seconds left. I think Colin had thoughts of going to a top rope, only realizing that that top rope was not there anymore. Yeah, that would have been pretty stupid of him. But then again, Colin Stiles is a pretty stupid guy. And again, face first into those electrified ropes. Kimberly taking it, but still, perhaps not down and out. Less than a second, here we go. Oh, my hell. Look at the explosions. Right in Colin's face. Colin getting the worst of it, and Kimberly straight up to her feet. And Kimberly, the current reigning Hellcat champion, has had a tremendous career with that title. Colin has not had too much of a chance. And straight through the barbed wire table. But Colin missing out on that hefty shot. And here's the cover. And Kimberly gets that shoulder up. And Kimberly ducks underneath. And over the shoulder, down goes Colin, and quick cover here. And that is it. Kimberly has won, unifying the FUBAR and Hellcat championships. She is now the new FTW champion. ghost announcer inside the ring, proclaiming the absolute superiority of this matchup, the Universal Championship.
It's a triple threat match. That is for the WWE Universal Championship. Introducing the challenger from Hollywood, California, weighing in at 227 pounds.
This will be Superstar's first ever attempt at the Universal Championship. And I think his resume speaks well enough for itself. Multiple-time World Heavyweight Champion and survivor of the Elimination Chamber as well for that very title. He entered with it and he left with it, just as he did entering WrestleMania and leaving WrestleMania with the World Heavyweight Championship, being against both Pimp Daddy and Cypress. Ever since then, Superstar has been reigning World Heavyweight Champion right up until beating Garrett for the second time at Pride Falls. And rather than go for the rematch, he is now set to go for the Universal Championship.
Ohio, weighing in at 262 pounds, Craig Stevens.
The 2024 King of the Ring, man who defeated Superstar in the finals of that event. Let's say that year's event, but that year is now. As such, becoming number one contender. We will see how well he does. Perhaps history will be kinder to Craig Stevens this time. As last year at SummerSlam, he challenged Buddy for the Universal Championship in a one-on-one matchup. Buddy was victorious that night. So will Craig Stevens manage to turn things around? Will he be able to do what his brother could not do earlier tonight? Of course not. This is Superstar's night. He's going to become Universal Champion and he's going to hold it to infinity. Well, speaking of the Universal Championship, there he is, the current holder, the man who has held that title for well over a year at this point, winning it at the 2023 King of the Ring tournament.
And introducing the champion from Canada, weighing in at 272 pounds. He is the WWE Universal Champion, Buddy.
Winning that King of the Ring title that was vacated and has held it ever since. Defended at SummerSlam, Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, WrestleMania. He's done the tour, the Big Four. Now he is back for a second go. Set to defend against two promising contenders. Could we see this being the night that his reign ends? Of course not. It's never going to end. Buddy is Universal Champion. He is synonymous with the title. If it ends, it means nothing. What's Up Wrestling means nothing. Well, this coming from the guy who is spouting off that Superstar would become Universal Champion, and he will. But he just won't be beating Buddy for it. Buddy will lose it, and Superstar will be the one to save us all. Well, here we go. Both competitors, or all three competitors, sorry, ready? Taking a bit of a momentary pause just to see what happens. And it's Buddy taking down Craig Stevens, and Superstar attempting to do the same to Buddy. was about to say, was there teamwork forming between Stevens and Superstar against the much larger Buddy? It looks like Buddy is just going to let them go at it. Indeed, just let them wear each other out. And right in the middle of the ring with a crossface. And Superstar managing to come out of there. And almost as a result of Buddy's own arrogance, narrowly losing the title, just tossing Superstar back at Stevens, and now just absolutely no. Stevens managing to come out of that gorilla press and trying for a backdrop, but taking a bulldog instead. And Buddy just clotheslining straight through Craig Stevens, and now Superstar with a backbreaker. No shock that Stevens has to step on the outside and call a recovery. Stiff shot from Stevens to the back of Buddy. And there we see it. Nice double team maneuver. Stalling suplex. Superstar holding him up. And down into the canvas. Here's the cover, and Buddy immediately comes back getting to the ring after playing around with the stairs. Both men wanted to continue the fight, but Craig Stevens' body just in the way, and Buddy with a tremendous forearm to the face of Superstar. And Stevens coming in from behind. Now picking up where Buddy left off. And Buddy comes running in. There are people out there calling themselves the final boss. Well, Buddy is the bonus dungeon boss. The boss you really test yourself against to show that you are the master of the game. And now tie up. And Buddy up in the air. And now feeling it as Craig Stevens felt it earlier. Superstar holding and down. And Stevens comes right in there. Neck breaker. There is no moment of celebration for any of these two. Or for any of these three, really. And a toe hold. And Buddy breaking it up. Fair shots. Now Buddy. Stunner on Superstar. Quick into the cover. And Craig Stevens able to break up the pin. And now Craig Stevens with the cover. And Buddy with the shoulder up. And now Craig taking Buddy down into a crossface. And Superstar up, but Buddy managing to get out of that one almost immediately. And gut-wrench suplex to Buddy as the fight now comes between Superstar, who gets a Craig Stevens special. And Buddy doesn't even realize what's going on. It's Superstar kicking out. Buddy brought in a kendo stick. And Superstar trying for a German suplex. Now again holding Stevens high. Craig Stevens should just give up. I don't think he's going to give up. Not after getting in all that offense. Superstar, a couple of elbows to the back of the head. And starstruck on Buddy. Floats him over. Here's the cover. And Buddy kicking out. Surprisingly, no interruption from Craig Stevens, who instead made his way around the ring rather than into it. It's because he's an idiot. He doesn't know what this match is all about. He probably thinks his match is with the steel stairs. Well, speaking of those, we saw them come into the ring earlier. As Craig Stevens taking them for a walk, brings them into the ring. And now Superstar, as the fight is now on the outside of the ring. That's very good, Weasel. You understand your insides and outsides. Now you just have to learn that Craig Stevens stands no chance. I mean, he's calling on a competitor who's already on his feet and coming at him. Superstar is dropping Stevens across the apron. And now going to perhaps do the same as Buddy, but no. It's a scoop slam, and now Stevens calling Buddy up. Another DDT. And Superstar comes out while Craig Stevens comes in. And Superstar sent right back in, and Craig Stevens tries rushing at Buddy, who just pretty much pummels him right back. And Northern Lights from Craig Stevens to Buddy. Superstar taking his time. And Superstar into the barricade. Backbreaker from Stevens to Superstar, and Buddy coming in from behind. And he's attempting to get in a shot. And Stevens goes high. Inverted Hurricane Rana. It's about the only offense that Stevens can do is when someone sets him up. And Spine Buster on Superstar. As both Stevens and Buddy try to rush at each other, and Buddy just tosses him away. And Buddy tripping up over the bat. And Superstar calling Stevens over. A nice gut wrench by Superstar. Goes right for Buddy now. DDT on the outside once more. The fight raging on. The winner can only be decided inside the ring. And Buddy tossed up and over by Superstar, who is tossed back into the ring. And Craig Stevens with a baseball bat in hand goes in to meet with him. And Starstruck straight into a cover. This could be it. Yes, it is. This is the time. And no, Stevens with the shoulder up. A perfect opportunity for Superstar. And Buddy now joining in the fray. And Buddy, and I think Craig Stevens attempting a Craig Stevens special. Couldn't quite get it in there. And Buddy with a chokehold. And no, Stevens again gets out of that gorilla press. And Buddy comes up and over and straight into the grasp of Superstar. Kicks in the gut, misses out there. And Buddy now on the outside as the fight continues between Craig Stevens and Superstar. A war that has been waging for as long as What's Up Wrestling has been broadcasting itself. And another Craig Stevens special. And here's the cover. I don't think Craig caught the sight of Buddy coming back into the ring. And Stevens attempting another Craig Stevens special. Drop kick across the face. And Stevens to the outside now. And Buddy with an amazing spear. Now with the cover. Stevens shaking out the cobwebs. Is he in time? Now rolling through. Submission hold on Buddy. You're not going to get it that way. Buddy's never going to submit. Never going to tap out. This power bomb from Superstar brings Craig Stevens back up. Chop across the chest and just shot after shot. And side Russian leg sweep Buddy shaking up the cobwebs. Superstar off the ropes. The body's sent on. And Stevens countering out. And Buddy joining right back in. Another Northern Lights from Craig as Buddy goes for the leg, but misses out. Stevens brings Buddy up and brings him right back down. Crossface, held on. No Superstar. No rope breaks. This could be it. Buddy going to be tapping out. New Universal Champion. And Superstar gets in the ring, breaks it up. As he should. And Craig Stevens attempting a Craig Stevens special. Couldn't get it in. DDT on Superstar. Buddy still down and out. The hell is Stevens thinking? He had both men down and instead goes for a kendo stick. The man needs assistance. And in comes Stevens. Tries with a flying forearm and DDT onto the kendo stick. And Stevens back up to his feet. Brings Superstar up and neck breaker. And Buddy laid out on the outside. Stiff shot from Stevens, who goes right back for the kendo stick and straight across the back. A shot for good measure. And Buddy right back in. Double axe handle across the side of the head of Stevens, who's pulled right in and driven down with a power bomb. Now we are down again. Superstar and Buddy. Buddy with a neck breaker. And now just pummeling on Superstar, daring him to continue fighting for the Universal Championship, his title. We saw Buddy attempt for a stunner. A couple of counters from Superstar and another one on Stevens. And Superstar fighting back, knocking Buddy away. Spinning heel kick misses. A chop. Superstar just hitting absolutely everything that moves. Buddy's still a bit woozy. And takes the kendo across the back. And again, now across the top of the head. And Buddy with a countering shot. And down to the back of the head. And again. And once more for good measure. I think he just broke the kendo stick across Superstar's face. And Craig Stevens special. And a low shot to Superstar's knee. And Stevens now has the opportunity. And down, misses on the 450. Just be trying for the pin or something. And Superstar, power bomb, pulling Stevens right back up. And again. And one more for good measure. Here's the cover, but Buddy interrupts. Remembers the baseball bat. Who's gonna get it? Buddy across the back and again on Stevens. To the knee and high kick, side of the head. Narrowly sent his head straight to the ringside area, and Buddy going for it. Spear on Superstar. And here's the cover. Stevens into the ring. He really shouldn't have spent all that time just preening around. And stunner on Stevens. I think Buddy, seeing that Superstar getting up, doesn't waste the effort in a pinfall. And just wails on him. He dared to stop him from retaining his title. And Superstar going to pick up where Buddy left off, and Stevens plowing his way through Superstar's leg. It's been a year's journey for Craig Stevens to recapture the Universal Championship. And Superstar, he wishes for this night to be his night, and starstruck, straight to a cover, but Buddy is there and waiting. Straight shot to the head, and starstruck on Buddy, starstruck on Buddy. Craig Stevens out of the ring, and that is it. Superstar is the new Universal Champion. Don't you dare doubt me, Weasel. I always call it champion when I see it. Superstar is the Universal Champion and always will be. A tremendous match that could have gone either way, ladies and gentlemen. Superstar does it, and he does it at SummerSlam, the new Universal Champion, as will always be. Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us at SummerSlam. I'm Wally Weasel alongside JoJo, and we wish you a good night.